This is your fifth unit poem, A Father to His Son, by Carl August Sandburg. He was an American poet, biographer, journalist, and editor. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes. It's given for achievements in newspaper, magazine, literature, musical compositions in the United States. He got it for 2 of his poems, the complete poems of Carl Sandburg and Cornhuskers, and one for his biography of Abraham Lincoln, the President of America. Abraham Lincoln, the War Years. And he is also remembered by generation of children for his Rutabaga stories, Rutabaga Pigeon series, which he originally created for his daughter. And his best known poems are Chicago Poems, Cornhuskers, Smoke and Steel. And he enjoyed incomparable popularity at his time. And so, on his death in 1967, the then President Lyndon Johnson observed that Carl Sandburg was more than the voice of America, more than the poet of its strength and genius. He was America. The poet gives a description of a father's worldly wisdom to his son. The son is entering into manhood and he is now ready to fight the battle of life. So, this protective father does not want to see him hurt. With his worldly experience, he is guiding him. The first thing he says is, life is a struggle. It is full of difficulties. So, he should be strong like a rock to face the storms of life. And also, he should be tough like a steel, because he might come across betrayals by his trusted people, failures, losses. So during these hard times, he should be strong like a rock and tough like a steel. Then he goes on to compare life to a loam soil. It is a rich, fertile soil. When this soil is taken care of properly, you have a wonderful garden or a rich harvest. The same way, he says to his son that his life is full of richness. So he should take care of it with gentleness, because gentleness can sometimes overpower harshness. You can win over people. He gives an example. The wild beasts, animals, an elephant, a horse, they can be tamed easily by gentle, soft words instead of cruel treatment. And also, a small little flower can crack a rock. That is the power of gentleness. So he wants his son to take care of his life with gentleness. Next, he says that his son should have a strong willpower. He should have a strong desire in life. Only then he can achieve something in his life. He should wish to become rich, because money is necessary. Wealth can bring many things. But he should remember, he must not be greedy. Greediness for money has killed many people before their timely death. Which means, the greed for money, the people running after money, they have become selfish, self-centered, unconcerned for other people. Their only thought is money. So, they are dead even though they are alive. No human qualities at all. So, he wants his son, he should never be greedy. Then also he says that some good people have lost their name, their fame, and they have disappeared because of going after easy money, earning money through dishonest ways. So he says to his son, never go after easy money. Always work sincerely, honestly, and hard work. This is the only key to success. Earn money through honesty. And he also says that his son can have some leisure time, can take a break from his routine work life. He can enjoy life. And when he is seeking knowledge, he should remember that he should never feel ashamed of being called a fool. Because when you start to learn, then you'll understand you have so many things that you have not learnt. You are ignorant about so many things. Only when you accept you do not know, you will start to learn. And at the same time, he says, mistakes can be made. To err is human. But the important thing is, from the mistakes, you have to learn. You have to learn from your mistakes and then never repeat those mistakes. That is what will help him in his life. And he wants his son to self-analyze. He has to look into himself and understand his strength and weaknesses. What he is strong at, what are his weaknesses, and accept his weakness. Never lie to himself or to others to protect himself. That's called a white lie. Be honest with himself. And he wants his son to take some time to be alone. This solitude can help him to be creative. And also, being alone can help him to take important decisions in his life. Clear-minded, without any distractions. This being alone will help him. The father then goes on to say that he should remember that he is a unique person. He is special. And so, he should not feel bad when he is standing alone in a crowd. It is all right to be different. He should remember that he is always unique, not one among the crowd. And finally, he says that his son may need some lazy days. Lazy days are days where he can allow himself to let his imagination flow free. This is the time where he can just get to know of his inborn abilities, what he is good at, what naturally comes to him. And he'll also get to know the great works of great men like Shakespeare, Milton, Albert Einstein, Louis Pasteur. These were people with uniqueness who changed the world. So this father also wants his son to use this time to get to know himself, learn what he is good at, and change the world. The world resents changes, but he should be consistent in his work, be different even though he is standing alone, and bring a change to this world. So dear boys and girls, in a few years you'll all be ready to tackle life. And I hope this poem will be a travel guide in the journey of your life and you'll all achieve success. May God bless you.